Okay, today we have the second portion of the Serenade of Autumn collection. This is the BetterPress portion, and it comes with 4 BetterPress plates. So I found this quite interesting that actually 3 of these plates are quite larger than the previous ones. So we're now leaning into the 5x7 size, which we know the cotton card comes in. So maybe that's a hint of what's to come. So, like this plate here, Sunflower Field, is quite large. It is measures about 4 3/4 by 6.5, and it has "Thanks for adding sunshine to my day" as a sentiment. It does not have a die that coordinates with that, so you will have to put that on your plate with your your BetterPress on your BetterPress plate when you're about to put it through your BetterPress. And then this will be beautiful colored up in either your watercolor markers or paints, or possibly inked up with any of your inking techniques. So that is definitely one I'm going to play with here shortly. And I think another note to add here is, with it being closer to the 5x7, that does not mean we can't make an A2 card out of it. We could easily cut this down and only ink up this portion here. So that would be having this much in your card. You know, where you have the stems down here, and then you have these here, or vice versa. You have these here with this front facing one here in your A2. So I might play around with that in my samples and see how that turns out, and we will play with that and, you know, see what happens. It's just a thought right off the top of my head. So now this one here, this is Sunflower Border. So this is also pretty massive of a die, and it measures 7 and actually 7 1/4 by its widest point 4 3/4 if you're going from here to here. 4 3/4. So this is meant to be the full border of the 5x7. So it'll overhang on the ends, which, gosh, I can think of multitude of things. But I love this, that they've mixed the sunflowers in with the poppies. So what a punch of color that could be. And then you have a whole bunch of little filler florals in here. So that's going to be quite interesting. I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to work with that, but it will come to me. So now with this one here, you do have a sentiment. It says "just a note." And again, there's no die for this one. That's coming up with the next 2 sets. So this one I think is my favorite. And partially because I love the idea of the flowers in the jar, the mason jar type of jar. And also I love just having all of the different sprays and the chance of having different colors here. And this almost looks like, that almost looks like a lily, but I don't believe it is. But that's just, you know, having something different coming up here and just having the flowers facing different directions. It's just a lot. Plus you have 4 sentiments. Thanks so much. A gift for you. A little something to brighten your day. And hello there. Which is great because those are not fall sentiments. So those could be used all year round. And we've got our dies. Yes, I love that. This one here, I believe, is a 4x6. Yep. 4x6. Yes. So it'll fit perfectly in a 5x7 and still have room to move around. And you'll be seeing these sentiments on other projects. I will almost guarantee that. I will be using lots of these different inks and probably doing multitudes of them. But speaking of multitudes, dun da da da. One and done, guys. One and done. Fancy sentiment strips. Da 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 da. You guys know how much I love this. And they did it for the BetterPress again. Just saying hello. Happy anniversary. Love you always, especially for you. Congratulations. Happy birthday. Merry Christmas and a million thanks. Yes. A little bit of everything. Love it. We'll be doing this numerous times here in a few minutes. I am having a BetterPress night. I'm going to have just a BetterPress play all evening, and we will see what happens in a little while, or for you guys, a YouTube moment. So I'm going to go play, and I will let you know what happens. Hey guys, I'm in the process of creating, and I thought I would jump in and share a little bit of the process with you. I have already pressed out this gorgeous, gorgeous plate in black. And my thoughts on this one are converting this into 2 cards. Cutting this down, because this is a big plate, and cutting this down and making this into an A2, and also cutting a strip off here and using a strip in a second design. So that's what I'm going to focus on this plate. Then this one here, I'm probably going to do as just a bonus card. I'm going to color this off screen and use it as is with a sentiment. I think that's really pretty pressed out. I did this one in the bark for a more fall theme. So we're going to have some done in black and some done in the bark. And then this currently is one I have been sharing the in progress on the BetterPress Babes site. So if you're not a member of BetterPress Babes over on Facebook, make sure you join the BetterPress Babes group. You're definitely going to want to be a babe over there, where we do everything BetterPress. So my girlfriend Justine and I are the administrators over there, and we are loving everybody sharing their BetterPress ideas. So you definitely want to join that if you love your BetterPress. So this one here, I did a experiment with. I inked up my BetterPress plate, and this plate here is the Sunflower Field. And I inked this up, and actually you can see how I inked it because it's now beautifully stained, and that's okay with me. But I inked it up using ink daubers. And as you can see here, I did this the yellow, and I did all this the green, and then I did brown in the centers here. And I used a couple colors just to try to get some gradient. Show this up close. So I got some darker yellow in the centers, lighter yellow on the outsides. And I did get a touch of brown here from where I was inking the others. And that was okay. I didn't mind that. But then it was a very large image. And I kind of like that we have the option with these larger ones to do either 5x7 or cut it down to make it the size you want. And I had some areas that didn't ink so well because I was doing this technique, and it's kind of neat because you don't have an outline. So you see, what I did here is I don't have a black harsh outline or a brown harsh outline. I have my own colored outline of the yellow inking and the green inking. So then I came in with my watercolors, and I am experimenting with new watercolors. These watercolors here are by Sakura, and these are available on the Spellbinders website, and I am just practicing with them. So I thought I'm going to play around with some different watercolors that they offer and just see how I like them. But it comes with a water brush, and they're just pans. You activate them with water, and then you color. So you have this for watering down your color. to get a lighter color. So I use that. And it's made to travel if you want to travel with it. But that's what I used here. And I colored in the areas that I had inked in different colors. So it was kind of neat to get a different feel for using your BetterPress in a different way. Now here I fussy cut this, and it ended up ripping right here just a little bit. So it has been pieced back together. But I fussy cut that out, and then I die cut around it by leaving this outside of the cutting die. So I have got my card idea in play here, where I've cut those out, and I've got this color as my background. And now I want to pull in a little blue in here. And I'm also going to extend my card down to make it a 5x7. Now you may have seen this idea in my BetterPress video last Saturday, where I made my twigs card. I'll try to leave the video link here if you missed it. But I did my BetterPress twigs card, or my Serenade of Autumn twigs card, where I extended it down and made my 6x6 paper extend down into a 5x7. I really like 5x7 cards when I have a big, long, oblong display like this, with either the wax seals or, in this case, using a larger image and bringing it down, like using a 5x7 image and making it my own size. So that's what I'm doing here. And now I want to bring in some light blue here to pull in my papers. So a friend actually gave me an idea of using butterflies. And so I had not used this die yet, or press plate, butterfly swirl. So I thought this would be perfect because it comes with the butterflies and the coordinating dies. And there's a couple in here that are smaller that I thought would work with our sunflower. So I'm going to press these in bark and then fussy cut them, or cut them out with the coordinating die. So, but before I do that, for this bottom strip, we're going to use this big plate with a piece of our cotton paper here, our 100 and something weight cotton, 100% cotton paper. And we're going to use this large sunflower border press plate, and I'm just going to press this through the BetterPress to get an indentation. Just going to run this through. I'm not even going to tape it because I'm just trying to get an impression on the paper. I'm going to run it back through one more time. Okay, I just do this for some extra texture. Okay, my nails won't let me get it up. Oh, look at that gorgeous texture. Now, is that not beautiful? I could not have asked for more beautiful texture than that. So that will be where our sentiment lies, right there. So now I will do my butterflies real quick. Okay, so we're going to ink up our butterflies in our bark ink. And it doesn't really matter where this is on here, as long as it gets the paper. You know, we're going to die cut these out. So the placement, as long as it's within the A2 frame, placement doesn't really matter. Roll this through our die cut machine. Of course, I'm using the Spellbinders Platinum 6. Using the BetterPress is effortless. Look at that. These are going to be gorgeous. I'm going to color these in a pale blue, most likely. I might add a touch of yellow, but a pale blue. And then we're just going to add probably this one and maybe this one to our sunflowers. And then I'll add a sentiment and border that card, and that card will be done. So I just wanted to add this portion to the video just as a tutorial. And I'm going to work on some watercoloring off camera, and then I will come back with a little bit more here in just a few moments. Hello, my friends. This is Melanie. We're back once again. And let me tell you, me and the computer and phone are not getting along tonight. I have messed up twice. This is my third try. I've had technical difficulties with my first video tonight, and now this is my third try on this video. But I'm coming to you with my cards done, because in the video I just tried to do a minute ago, I actually assembled my cards and then looked up and there was no recording. So you're going to get the speedy version, which it's not really speedy, but I'll tell you what I just did a second ago. So please forgive me. The important thing is you get to see the samples and understand how I did them, right? Hopefully right. Okay, so on this little pretty one, I have added little blue butterflies to my centerpiece, which ties in the blues of the outer of the card to the center. I think it also brings your eyes into the sunflowers, which I like. I added a Serenade sentiment to the bottom, and that, remember, is on that embossed BetterPress panel that we did. And by adding that panel, it allows you to extend your 6-inch paper to 7 inches for you to have the 5x7 card, which is what I wanted for this oblong piece. Then I added just a few sequins, 5 in all, just as a little added touch. So that is my first card. That's a thank you card. My second card, which is very subtle. Now this is also watercoloring, same set of paints. I use the same paints in all of these. The Sakura watercolor paints here that I showed you earlier. Same exact colors as these two cards. Same colors, same yellow, same red, but with white added to them. I just mixed white and got the softer hue of each of them. And that is how I came up with this color tone, these color tones for these. And I just loved that look. I thought it was so stunning how soft the color came when I just mixed some white with it. So I used my little palette up here, and you can see here the yellows. Here was my regular yellow, here was my yellow with the white in it. So that's all I did, is just add a paintbrush of white. So, and this just washes off with water, and you can reuse it over and over again. So that was very fun to do that and see the outcome just magically happen, which I had never fiddled with mixing colors before, so it was just new to me. But then I used the new sentiments, BetterPress sentiments, the one and done, where you get a whole bunch at once. That one's fancy sentiment strips, and I used that and finished the card off with that because I didn't want anything else distracting from that coloring, because I just love the way this one turned out. So it's very subtle. My borders are just a thin border and then a thicker border. I did that just because I wanted it to look framed. So added a few of those pearlescent sequins, and that one was done. And then this one, this is the one we stamped or better pressed in black. This was the real large one. I originally was going to do 2 cards with this, but instead I decided to jazz up the inside. I did a black lip to match out here, and then I put that piece right in there, and it just feels when you're touching it as you open the card, it just feels so luxurious because of that BetterPress paper and that texture that's right in there. So I really think the recipient is going to love that and be just awed by that, how striking the colors are, the feel and quality of it. It's just, BetterPress just makes you feel like, wow. It's just, wow. I mean, the feel of it is just luxurious. And, coloring it all vivid and striking like that is just, wow. I mean, I love it. So definitely loving the watercoloring. So like I said, first time using these. I will be trying other watercolors also, but right now I'm enjoying these. I really enjoy the outcome and the experimentation on this. So everything I've used in my stack of goodies here, my watercolors and everything, will be linked below with my affiliate links. When you use those links, it actually helps me run my channel. So totally free for you to use them, but it does support me. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Let me know in the description or in the comments below which one of these is your favorite. The thank you, the especially for you, or the just a note. Which one was your favorite? I will see you next time, guys, and hopefully the next video I'll have better luck with. Have a great day, and thank you for hanging out with me. Bye-bye.